The Justice reversed shows that there's things that are out of balance here. This particular card is one of the moral cards in the deck where we are encouraged to do no harm to others. Treat others fairly and with just no undue burdens. So it is basically being able to do fair exchanges with others, like for like. But in the reverse position here, it would show that there are unfair burdens here. It is holding back on things that you owe others. It's not paying up on your debt. Here, it's unfairness, lack of accountability, dishonestly are burdened. The feeling that would come with this would be the feeling that you're screwed over and the situation's completely unjust. You're being taken advantage of, or the situation is such that you just feel totally screwed by what you're being forced to have to go do. This is that undue burdens that are being placed on somebody. Having to pay a fine that is way beyond what you could even make would be considered an undue burden. A fine that would enslave you for the rest of your life would be an undue burden, something you can't ever work out from underneath. Here, this card also comes in with the characteristics of Libra, but in the contrary position. So it's like superficial, detached, indecisive, self-indulgent, somebody that can't make the decisions. They can't keep things balanced. When they look at the list of the pros and cons, they only see the cons. They only see the bad things that are happening. This is somebody that doesn't want to interact with anybody else. There's discontent, non-harmony in the situation. Here, it can be that the being out of balance makes it to where the person doesn't want to participate in the situation. Here, there can also be, when this card is turned reversed, there can also be a darker energy associated with this with regards to the classic idea would be witchcraft involved, or somebody intentionally in the background, out of sight, doing things to manipulate you, to make you do things that are outside of your scope of being. And when it's reversed, you don't see that. You can't, it's untruth that's being manifested. And so what we want to do here in order to get out of this is you have to write this. You have to dedicate yourself to the truth, committing to being the truth, projecting the truth. And when you do, the truth in the environment around you will be reflected back. You will be able to see things as they truly are. And you'll be able to get out from the unfair burdens, get out from that work that is so oppressive that you get lost in the fact that you're forced to do something you don't want to do. Here, write the card. You're going to be able to see things in a truthful way, see the truth, find the balance, be willing to look at the list and make a decision at the same time, and you'll make forward progress. I would love your support. I'm in the process of working to get my deck on Amazon or up in the marketplace. I need to raise enough money to print out 1,000 copies of this deck. And so I'm raising money. So I'm looking for donations for $20 to $25 for getting on the list of people to receive that first printing of the deck. On my website, I have a donate button and I have a Litecoin address. What I'm going to do is any donations that come in, I'm going to move those into Litecoin so I can save there so that when I raise enough, I'm going to be able to take them to print. I totally appreciate your support. I hope to be able to send you a deck before too long.